welcome to Help Desk with Joe. This is show 110, and we are live here in our Spencer Patch Turned Up Studios in West Virginia. And excited to bring today's show to you. It's going to be a doozy, according to Joe. We got a lot of good topics today. We're going to talk about texting and ESPN Plus and Amazon, along with Joe's tip of the week. So with me, as always, Justin and Joe.
Morning, guys.
Morning.
We still got to get some intro music. I think
know.
like show 90, we talked about getting some intro music, and that's 20 weeks later, and we're still coming in silent. So we need to be coming in hot and get some stuff working here. Justin, intro music. Come on, man. I don't know how it got assigned to you, but it's assigned to you now. That'll be your task here.
That's
contribution to the show. Find some intro music,
that's
man.
because Justin's the adult in the situation here.
He's the only one that can remember anything after this.
I'm emailing myself now.
Well, because obviously up at this point, neither of us have done this.
Yeah, we're not confident to get music going again. We used to have it. That's the crazy part. When Kale was here and we had a high school student in charge of this.
Yeah.
Right.
So ultimately, it kind of looks like it's my fault because I'm in the seat that should be doing the music. So, and a high school kid could do it. So I think that's leading me to be incompetent.
Well,
with
but
this
since
task.
it's Kale, I'm going to blame Kale because he just didn't leave. He didn't leave us the stuff that we needed. So I'm going to blame Kale.
I don't know where it would go.
Well, I'm just blaming him.
Just because
Yeah,
somebody
just-
needs blamed. I understand.
Just because he's not here to defend himself, and
Yeah.
I've had to put up with his nonsense forever, so
I
I'm
know.
blaming him.
Daggone high school kids.
No, just Kale.
Just Kale. Yeah. Well, I mean, and Emerson was here some too, and I think she had intro music for. I know she did for her own show because it was like golf tips with them or something like that.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. Those high school kids know this stuff better than I do.
Well, now you're also talking all pre-pandemic, so.
Yeah, that's true too. And I think you said you cleaned up the computer some or something happened. I don't know. Anyway, I feel like it's here,
Somewhere.
but I just can't figure out how to find it. I'm going to have to go to Google or something. I don't know. This is a technology show, and I'm over here struggling, Joe. I have one roll, and I know how to do the start button and the stop button. But I'm like one of those trained monkeys. That's all I know how to do. Don't ask me to go outside that window because you're just not going to get it.
Right.
So just in the higher order thinking jobs are falling in your lap, buddy. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's music on one of those computers, weren't we?
We have music all over the place.
Yeah.
We
For
ran a
the
radio
radio
station
show.
out of here.
Well, I was gonna say I think it was on,
But we have
the desktop because I think we uploaded like that whole.
yeah,
catalog.
it was all loaded up to the desktop. But
Yeah.
now I know Kale used the laptop here quite a bit, so maybe it's on this one.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think it'd be that hard for me to check. I assume. I don't even know what the power button is on this thing.
Is everybody local that does like jingles? Get our own custom Joe Show jingle. That'd be cool.
Well, that's what we had. Kale did an intro on a guitar for it.
Yeah. It might be on the laptop. I never thought to look there.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll look here. I got to start it back up. Anyway, so welcome to Help Desk with Joe, show 110. And as usual, we are struggling. Yeah. Bloody brilliant. I can see now somebody's going to start whooping us with the
stick.
Yeah, the stick, because it's like, we need some intro music. Bloody brilliant.
No,
Let's not do it for 20 weeks, but bloody brilliant.
No. This is different because we have a good idea, just poorly executed. All these other companies, it's a bad idea from go.
Yeah, that's the distinction. You got to have an idea. I bet it is in here. Okay. Anyway, well, Joe, you got a great show lined up for us. You're very excited about it here. Pre-show, we discussed a little bit about how this is going to be exciting. You didn't give us details. You just said it's going to be a good show.
Yeah, I held it all kind of close to the vest because I like getting your guys' live reactions.
Gotcha.
Bombshell coming.
Those are always the fun ones. So, all right, let's get it kicked off. You got some, I guess new. It's kind of general because you said texting.
Yes.
So I don't know. I guess that's across the board. Like every phone carrier has texting.
Right.
Okay. This amazes me. I'm gonna throw this out there. My own little personal story. So we were at a golf match. My daughter Katie played golf with the high school team yesterday, and it was a scrimmage. And one of the other girls on the other team, she's like, "Hey," I was like, "You two were close, 15 minutes away. One school and then her school." And I was like, you two should get together and practice because it's the same golf course, and they both teams practice that course. And she's like, yeah, I'll get her information. Do you guys have any idea what it means when you're a teenager and you're going to get somebody's information?
You get her number and text her, or you...
Instagram?
Bingo. She's like, hey, what's your Instagram? I was like, what the heck is going on here? Is it that hard just to say, let me have your number so I can text you? But they don't text.
No,
they Instagram.
That's what old people do.
I know. That's when she looked at me, because afterwards I was like, hey, why didn't you just like get her phone number and then you can just text her?
Yeah.
And she's like, nah, we do Instagram. I was like, that's craziness. For me, you're right, Joe. Old school. I don't see a social media platform as a communication avenue. You know what I mean? I just say, give me your number and I will text you. Not happening today.
Experienced that with old school emails. Trying to.
Oh, you can't email kid anymore.
The high school kids together for a service learning project. Yeah. The emails don't really. They kind of. Go and take a while to get back.
Well, and that's we did a service learning project over in Mason County, and it was funny because they did like a Snapchat group text.
Oh, well, that's real.
I know. One of them's like, hey, I'll just group message everybody. I'll start a group message. I was like, oh, great. Okay,
Yeah.
And I was like, so can you go ahead and text everybody? And they're like, you mean message? And I was like, well, it's not a text. And they're like, no, we're doing it through Snapchat. I'm like, oh, my gosh, really?
Your phone has the capability already built in with a technology that everybody has.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying this next story affects
anyways
us old people, but not the young?
No, it actually affects everybody.
I'm assuming every young person has to do texting at least with their parents, because I know like mine, I don't have Snapchat or crap like that, and I don't even know how to message somebody through Instagram, so they have to text me to communicate.
Right.
So I know they know how.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Anyway, it baffled me yesterday. So texting, Joe, what we got going on, man?
All right. So text scams surge as robocalls decline, reports are finding. So you may have noticed that you're receiving fewer robocalls over the past year, but a new report finds scammers are increasingly using a new way to reach customers via text message.
Huh.
A report from the Consumer Watchdog Office of the nonprofit USPIRG is urging the Federal Communications Commission to pass new rules against robotext, including requiring phone companies to block illegal text scams. And they said, quote, the report reads, quote, illegal robocalls and robotexts likely will never go away, but they'll continue to plague us as long as enforcement is lax. Phone companies don't try harder, and enough consumers fall for scams and make it worthwhile for thieves, unquote. And spam text, so give you an idea of how much it's grown. Spam text has surged over the past year, jumping from 1 billion sent per month in July 2021 to more than 12 billion as of June, according to RoboKiller, a service specializing in blocking unwanted calls and texts.
Wow.
It's a 12-fold.
As I sit here listening to you talk about that, I'm like, I can't believe it took them this long to figure it out.
Yeah.
Because they have your number. Why
Right.
not just set up an automatic text thing instead of making the call?
Right.
Because everybody knows how to block the call now. So
Exactly.
But I wonder if the first person sitting there is like, ooh, we just missed it, but now we're back in action, baby.
Yeah, they're sitting in that meeting to go, bloody brilliant.
Bloody brilliant. And it actually is bloody brilliant.
Yeah.
But somebody in the room had to have been saying, I can't believe it took us this long.
Yeah.
Because everybody texts.
Yeah.
Except kids.
Yeah.
That's the problem. They had some 20-year-old in there. Like, what do you mean text? Who texts? You
Yeah.
crazy?
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, it's...
So what? I mean, I guess they just send you a text saying, "Hey, I'm a Arabian prince, and I need to give you money." And
Well, no, it's even simpler than that. Like, a lot of these scam text messages are like, "This is Amazon, and your order has been declined. Click here."
oh,
Yeah.
Hold on. I might have got one of those.
Uh-oh. Did you click the link?
No,
Okay, you're good.
because it said maybe it was an email. I think it was an email.
Okay.
Got an email that said your Amazon. What did it say?
Probably your Amazon order has been declined. Please contact us.
No, it was you spent your Amazon whatever the bonus bucks are, or something
Okay.
like that. You know what I mean? How you order so much and it gives you like
Right.
percent whatever. It said those have been spent, and I was like, no, they have not. So I went straight to my Amazon account, looked, and they were still there, and I was like, ooh, spam.
Yeah.
But I think it was an email.
Okay.
think.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
But anyway, so yeah, they're trying to get you folks. All right,
Yeah.
so this is a good story, Joe. Go ahead and
And then
I
they-
know I'm interrupting. Go ahead.
Oh,
and
no,
finish
you're
up.
fine. Because you'll get stuff like that, and then, or you may get posting as UPS or FedEx or the
Yeah.
post office saying, hey, your package has been delayed. And that usually really hits heavy-handed right towards the holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll double down on those messages.
Huh.
Click this link to track your package.
No, oh, really?
Yeah.
Boy, that would get you because you're just
Uh-huh.
like, oh yeah, why not track my package?
Uh-huh.
So what's that do if you do it on your phone?
Well, at that point, you're opening Pandora's box, so it's hard to tell what you're doing.
I feel like my phone's fairly safe, but I get from based off of what you're saying now, it's not.
Right. It's safer than a computer, but it's connected to the internet, so it's still vulnerable.
Right. I just mean, you know what I mean? It doesn't
Right.
seem like I know, you've pounded it in my head that if you open up mysterious links on your computer, you're asking for it, and that's
Right.
the gateway. And so don't do it on the computer, but with your phone, it doesn't seem like there's as much
Yes.
getting hit, but
It's
you're
just-
saying now it is.
Oh, yeah, it's just as bad. I mean,
Really? Wow.
the phones are more secure than the computers because there's less you can do, but the
Right.
damage can be just as significant.
Okay. Wow. Those dirty dogs. Can't I have anything that I don't have to worry about?
This is why we can't have nice things.
I know. Gosh. Now I got to worry about my phone.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, someone in the office just got hacked.
Really? Their phone or computer?
Their account for like scholarships or something to do with college.
No way. Why
Oh.
pick on a poor college kid? My gosh. It's so hard to afford college anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's common knowledge that they don't have money to begin with, so
Yeah.
why even go there?
That's dirty.
Yeah.
Well, I know my
Somebody went in and then changed their passwords and everything, so it was a whole ordeal.
Oh.
that's fine. It's probably another college kid. They're like, yeah,
Hey, watch this.
this guy's a scoundrel. Here you go. Let's have some fun. Anyway, I know my business credit card got hacked. It's funny. Got pinged. And but I gotta say, Poca Valley Bank, our local bank, they're on top of things.
Yeah.
I get hit like so I order a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Using the credit card for our programs, like our
Right.
patch programs. So
Right.
like one of the things, this is so funny, like a film the old school film canister.
Yes.
They make them specific for science experiments. And in our summer program, they do a little STEM project where you talk about combustion and pressure, and they put in it's,
Alka-Seltzers.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it,
Yeah, because we did it over here one time.
yeah, it
Yeah.
pops and blows. So, you order those, and they come from, I don't know where.
Yeah.
But they immediately stop it.
Yep.
And then they call. They're like, hey, did you order this? And then I got to verify 3 orders.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, okay, good to go. I bet somebody somewhere is like, what is this clown ordering and why?
Yeah, why does nobody uses film anymore? Why does he
Oh.
need 100 film canisters?
Well, and it's just, the problem was where it came from.
yeah,
Whatever the company was somewhere that was unusual activities, what they say.
yeah.
Which I understand and I appreciate.
Oh,
'Cause,
absolutely.
But I'm sure somebody somewhere is like, this cat's ordering all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah,
From model rockets to those film canisters to, paints and construction paper, which, somebody would be like, okay, this is normal. But there's all this outside stuff that's like Mr. Fava does a math program that requires these little track things.
yeah.
That his Cuisinart rods fit in and stuff. They come from somewhere in Europe, so
Yeah.
it's a .co address.
Right.
Every time I order those,
Pinged every
I get the
time.
call. This is Poca Valley Bank calling about your credit card.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. But they do such a good job. But it's crazy how, when I actually do get a fraudulent one,
Right.
I'm like, bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
come on now.
it's a whole mess.
Well, they do really good. I'm gonna brag on Poca Valley Bank. I got hit 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
They had me a new card in 3 days because I called and they're like, it'll be 8 to 10. I was like, listen, we're in the middle of our summer programs.
Right.
I'm using my card almost every day to buy either from snacks for the food program to supplies to whatever. I was like, I can't go 8 to 10 days. That's 2 full weeks. Program will be over,
Right.
and I'm stuck trying to order stuff, and they're like,
Right.
"We'll have it to you in 3 days." By golly, 3 days later, it was here. We signed for it, had a new card.
Nice.
So kudos to Poca Valley Bank here in Spencer, West Virginia. An unsolicited kudos on my part, but very, very happy with our local folks. So anyway, all right, Joe.
All
On
right.
with getting scammed and how I got hacked a couple weeks ago.
I'm gonna say. So, are you ready for some more?
Oh boy,
Just
texting.
no,
Dangers?
just from some more shocking news.
Is this Amazon?
Yes.
All right, category or
Story number 2.
Story number 2, Amazon. Which, as I just mentioned, I order Amazon probably every day or every other day at least
Yeah.
for our programs.
So Amazon. So you guys are familiar with the Ring doorbells and the Ring video cameras and all that.
Yep, but you talked me into wise, so I have wise, baby.
There, had a boy. So a lot of people don't know this. Amazon owns Ring.
Ooh.
So Amazon, part of that little license agreement that you never
Mhm.
read, Amazon can send Ring footage to police without your consent.
Oh,
And they have done this, used this quote unquote emergency policy 11 times so far this year.
An outdoor
just
camera, I
because,
assume?
yeah, it goes on your front door and you.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I'm assuming this is a bad thing the way you're talking.
Well, it's scary because most people weren't aware of it, and that just opened the door for somebody.
To sneak in and get it.
Well,
Well, how would the police get it?
Amazon gives it to them.
So the police, like, get a warrant to Amazon and they.
Well, so let me explain.
I'm thinking just in this situation of like my initial thoughts are, somebody pulls up in your front, like my mom's house, and robs her house, and she's not home for a week.
Right.
Then you have to wait a week for her to come home to give you the information so that you could get the ring.
Right.
Let's just assume she goes on a cruise for 10 days.
Right.
In that instance, I don't feel like that would be that bad. But I see what you're saying. It is an invasion of privacy.
Yeah. That's the big issue.
But is there something I'm missing? Like, is that
Well, that's the creeper thing. There's like a lot of people weren't aware of this. That's one of the terms you agree to, that you let the company have full access to the device and can do whatever they want with the footage. So Amazon has used a company policy that allows it to send Ring doorbell surveillance footage to police without customer consent on 11 occasions so far this year, citing the presence of imminent danger, a company official said in a letter to a U.S. senator this month. The videos were disclosed in cases where, quote, an imminent danger of death or serious injury, physical injury to a person, end quote, was present, wrote Amazon's Vice President of Public Policy, Brian Huseman, in a letter to Senator Edward Markey from Massachusetts on July 1st. The letter states Amazon will not share customer information without consent or warrant, except in the case of exigent or emergency circumstances, which allows the company to disclose the information or footage after the company has been alerted to the incident via an emergency request form. A Ring spokesperson told USA Today the company could not go into detail about the 11 cases, but said legally Ring can give information to the government if the company thinks someone is in danger of death or serious physical injury, such as kidnapping or attempted murder.
Man, that's got to happen pretty fast.
Yeah.
How are they going to know?
Unless...
They must be monitoring everything. You know what I mean?
Right.
For them to alert the police to help you, that'd have to happen very fast.
Well, I think what it is like if something bad happened, like in front of your house, and the cop happens to look and goes, "Oh, Dave has a Ring doorbell." Instead of me fighting with Dave, I'll just jump over Dave's head and go to Ring directly and say, "Hey, I need footage off of Dave's doorbell," and don't tell him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, hey, that we have a kidnapping situation here. We need information right now.
Yeah.
Or I wonder if Amazon's monitoring it, and if there's any type of language used, they automatically flag it.
I don't think so. I think this is because they mentioned the emergency request form. So
Okay.
that's something that the
So the
police
form would
departments
precede
have.
it?
Yeah, the police departments have to initiate it.
Because I know, like, in the school's internet, it flags anything, any search or
Right,
anything that's
right.
sketchy,
Right.
and the IT guys all see those,
Yes.
like, immediately.
Yes.
So,
If
interesting.
there's a situation where pretty much everybody on the whole block has one, I mean, you can picture them say some kid got abducted on this street, they just put in a request for every available ring on the whole street.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if the three of us were all neighbors, they could literally pull our footage without any of us even knowing about it.
Seems like they should at least let you know.
Yeah, that's my biggest issue. You know, I understand why they're doing it. As far as for emergencies and all that, I'm cool with that part. My issue is you are kind of overstepping your bounds as far as privacy goes.
Yeah.
Because if something bad's happened, personally, I want to do my part to help resolve the issue. If somebody's kidnapped or hurt or whatever, I want to do my part to make sure that issue's resolved. But what gives you the right as the company to say, oh yeah, I'll take your footage and don't worry about it, we'll take care of this?
Yeah.
That just kind of creeps me out.
No, I'm with you. I get the feeling somebody savvy like you, Joe, would, if you were sitting in the situation Justin just talking about, you could set up a neat little, I don't know, have signs or something that says,
yeah,
check out this video, Amazon, and
yeah, or just have a little placard in front of your door. So if something does happen, they need to pull a footage automatically.
Yeah.
That sign's in the in the video.
Please look at Please
Follow
check this video clip out.
Yeah, or self promote. Follow me online. Here's my social media handle.
All right, hey, good news. I found the intros.
All right.
But I don't know how to get them from this computer to this computer.
Well, I can take care of that.
Can you walk me through it real quick, and we'll have outro music?
We'd need a thumb drive to copy and paste them over.
Daggone it, Joe.
I know.
What's going on? What's going on in this place? Can I email?
Yeah, you can email them to yourself, yeah.
All right, let me see.
Okay.
All right, you guys keep
It
going.
seems like I've already seen stuff like this before. I don't know, there'll be some sort of true crime little blurb about something that happened, and they show footage of a suspect, and it seems pretty obvious that it is one of those, that it is some sort of doorbell type camera footage we're looking at.
Right.
Whether or not they just pulled it or they got it from the owner another way.
I'm going to say most of the time it's usually like the owner has submitted that willingly.
Yeah.
But that's almost a... Personally, I feel that this is way overstepping it, because there's literally no difference in this than me pulling up in front of your house and hopping on your Wi-Fi network and pulling your security camera footage and not asking.
And it wouldn't be that hard for them to say, hey, just disclaimer.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they put it in fine print, but
then
they stick those little cards in the boxes whenever you buy anything. Disclaimer. Police can access this in the case of emergency.
Right. But it's legal because it's built into those terms of service that nobody ever reads, and that you have to accept or you can't use the product.
I wonder how much stuff's in there that we should know about.
It would surprise you.
Yeah, I've seen the writing. I don't know, that's surprising.
I guess another thing maybe would be a good idea is at the end of each year they have to review every single time they use that power or whatever. And then make sure it's not just willy-nilly.
Yeah, it's not being mishandled.
Like, they should be able to have to back up. Here's the situations, and this was a serious emergency situation.
Right.
Not just...
Not because we can. Yeah.
Hit a mailbox, and we didn't want to bother talking to... getting the footage, so we just grabbed it.
Right, but personally, I'm thinking... That's where my thoughts are. It's like, okay, you're using it in these serious situations, but... when are you going to overstep and using in silly situations like somebody plowed over my mailbox or, nonsensical stuff like that?
Kids were TPing the house or something.
Yeah, when are you going to overstep your bounds and or if you have one inside your house and and you got a bad employee at Amazon that's literally used your security cameras as their own personal reality show, and they're just sitting there watching you 24/7.
Boy, that would be one heck of a reality show. Let me just tell you. Let me just tell you. There, I have enough. Turn it off. Turn it off.
Yeah.
I don't want any more.
All right, so you guys.
Yeah, there's something to that, Joe. Just you can't use it unless you agree to everything we decide we want to
Yeah,
say you got to agree to.
yeah, we have you over the barrel, and you don't have to agree, but if you don't, it doesn't work. So
Yeah.
you could have literally just wasted all this money for nothing.
Weird, yeah, that whole thing. And with software and stuff, too, it's like, I don't actually agree with this, but I have to say yes.
You have to.
Yeah,
I know. That's what bothers me, like my phone apps.
Yeah,
You have to agree or you just can't do it.
yeah, and
It's really frustrating when you want to try the new game and you can't because there's so many agreements. And cookies, should you accept the cookies, not accept the cookies?
well, not necessarily you have to, unless you have to.
That's what I mean, but
But-
a lot of them make it to where you have to.
Well, and I'll tell you how all that got started.
Oh, boy.
Over in Europe, part of their internet security stuff, they made it a law where you had to disclose if your website was collecting cookies for tracking purposes.
Mm-hmm.
So all the websites decided, we have to do it for Europe, so let's just do it across the board and be done with it. So now that's why you see all these websites and they ask you, hey, we use tracking cookies. Do you want to accept? Because of the European Union, they made that law, so thank you all for that.
Bloody brilliant.
No, that's a good thing. They they held these companies accountable. Saying,
I just mean it. Bloody brilliant because of Europe.
yeah, right.
My bad British accent.
British.
I can't even talk now, but my bad British accent.
You
Bloody
bad-
brilliant.
You bad Bradish and
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
oh yeah.
Anyway, daggone it, Justin.
You've got one job. It's a very difficult job, but you
It's
have
not
one-
fun either, but
Yeah.
come on, man.
Yeah, it's very difficult and it's not fun.
You're welcome.
All right, so you guys ready to hear about ESPN Plus?
Yeah, ESPN Plus, which I have
Well-
nothing in. I've never seen it, used it, or.
Well, Dave, get Google pulled up, and Justin, get ready, get your telethon list made up here.
Oh boy.
They're hurting.
ESPN, yes, they're hurting. ESPN Plus is price hike starting August 23rd, jumping their rates to $9.99 per month. So ESPN and its streaming service ESPN Plus is jumping rates currently from $6.99 up to a reported $9.99 per month. Sports Business Journal says the price hike is expected to arrive on August 23rd, adding that the move represents roughly 43% increase in sports-focused streaming service.
Do you want to know?
Oh, I do. Justin's making the flyers now.
All right. Let's see. In May of 2022, ESPN earned $2.8 billion in their quarterly report, and generates more than $3 billion in operating earnings. Puts them in the top 40 of America's best mid-sized employers, 2022. So yeah, they only made $3 billion this last quarter, Joe.
I know.
Justin, start up the telethon. ESPN is
Add them to the list.
struggling.
So both the monthly and the annual rates will see an increase, with the yearly rate moving from $69.99 per year to $99.99 per year. For now, though, the price increase won't affect UFC pay-per-view events or if you have the Disney bundle, which allows customers to subscribe to Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus in a package deal. Those bundles currently start at $13.99 for a package that includes the ad-supported or lower-cost tier of Hulu, but you can opt to the ad-free version for $19.99 per month. This is by no means the first, and this is the kicker, this is by no means the first price increase for ESPN Plus users have seen. In fact, the past few Augusts have seen the sports streaming service up its rates, a move from $5.99 back in August of 2020 and another jump to the current $6.99 in August of last year. So they're really every August.
In some ways, it's kind of standard business practice. Like, you want to bring people in with deals at the beginning. You see that
Yeah, lure them in.
on grand openings, like, oh, grand opening, get a free ice cream cone or something.
Right. But yeah, but what gets me is like literally they're doing it every year.
Yeah.
And this is a pretty significant jump going from $6.99 to $9.99.
Yeah.
And that's just for the sports package. I mean, that's all you get is ESPN Plus. I mean, yeah, you get every sport watching live across the globe and documentaries and blah 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 blah, but that's just for one service.
Yeah.
It's been so long since I don't even know what ESPN looks like now. I bet it's been 10 years since I've watched an ESPN show.
Yeah.
Is it as popular as it used to be, you think? Oh, I mean,
Apparently.
they made $3 billion, so yeah, never mind. Dumb question. Justin, where were you at, man? Come on. Gosh. You let me walk right into that.
I think Justin just sets us up for that.
Yeah.
He's like, give the guys enough rope, they'll hang themselves, so let's
Yeah.
just watch.
ESPN Plus.
So that's...
Yeah, same thing. It's just something I used to like watching the highlights, the highlight reels on
Yeah.
ESPN, but it's been years and years since I've actually sat down.
Every once in a while, I'll catch maybe a documentary that you do, and they do a really good job when they do the documentaries, like the 30 on 30s and stuff like that. But
Well, it's the guy, Bryant Gumbel.
okay,
Right? Isn't he like one of the guys that does those type of documentaries?
some of them, yeah.
Did you get anything on Prime Day, Joe?
Oh, yeah.
I think I did order a couple things on Prime Day.
Nice.
Let me go back and look here. Because if I did, I haven't.
Now, how much for the like Disney, Hulu, and ESPN bundle? Do you know?
$13.99 a month.
That's a lot of content for $14. Wow.
Actually, I did order. Let's see.
All I'm saying, Joe, is this laptop needs looked at because it is slow as molasses.
I did order. I'm testing it out, and with my zero knowledge, it's being very well tested. Cord Buddy. Have you guys seen that?
No.
It is. It was on Shark Tank. It's a Shark Tank deal that this guy invented. It's called Cord Buddy. It is a little plastic device that has these four little collar pegs that you use on a guitar if you want to learn how to play guitar. And it literally just snaps right on the neck of the guitar. And this guy a few years ago submitted it to Shark Tank and has since then became a multi-millionaire.
Oh, wow.
Because I've come into a cheap guitar, and I told Sam, so I'd like to at least learn how to do it. I have no intentions of doing anything with it. But it's like I've always been interested in that, and I found, and so I did order a Cord Buddy. They was on sale. They had $20 off on it, and it came with the device itself and a tuner and 2 books on how to learn to play guitar. So I did get that.
So what kind of songs are you looking to play here, Joe?
I'm just learning how to use it first, and then we'll look at songs.
Intro song by Joe.
Well, yeah, if you guys trust me, if you guys are gonna wait on me to do intro songs for this show, trust me, we're gonna be waiting quite a while.
So it makes it easier to push the strings you need to push, right? Like,
Yeah, it helps you learn the fingering, where to put your fingers, and how to. It's literally
color coded little buttons that
Yeah.
you push.
and the book, like right now I'm working on this like strumming. It tells you you push down the blue button and strum all 6 strings, and then you push down the red one and you strum the bottom 4 strings, and and they also have an app to help you as well to get through it. So I'm slowly learning on that.
I can teach you to play guitar in a month.
Really?
Do you remember Adam that worked for us? Adam Cantor?
Yes.
He's an amazing musician. And this is what I'll say about music. And everybody out there, if you want to learn to play guitar, and especially if you're like me, I have 0 rhythm, 0 timing, and 0 musical background and/or knowledge.
Right.
Learn to strum first. So he taught me a basic strum pattern. Down, down, up, down, up, down. And he just said, spend 3 weeks and do this until you can just do that by itself without thinking about it.
Right.
And once you can do that, then you can learn to change chords.
Yeah.
But everybody tries to learn chords first without the strum,
Yeah.
and it's terribly hard. But he was right. I can do that strum. It took me like 2 months because I like say lack of rhythm, lack of timing,
Right.
and just lack of musical ability.
Right.
But once I learned to strum that without thinking about it, and then he gave me a list of like 15 songs that all use a very similar pattern.
Right.
You know, like, I don't know, there's a bunch of them. Like, it doesn't matter. Anyway, and then you just do that strum pattern, and then you just change chords in the right order,
Yeah.
and bam, you can play some basic songs. There are musicians out there that A, don't know how to play an instrument,
Right.
and B, if they do, like Kid Rock's a perfect example. Kid Rock didn't know how to play anything, so he learned to play the guitar so he could stand on stage and look like a real musician.
Yeah.
And so his songs where he plays guitar in are super simple, like 3 chord changes.
Yeah.
With a very basic strum pattern. Now his musicians behind him usually, know their stuff, but he does not.
Right.
But anyway, so yeah, learn to strum first. Easier way to learn to play the guitar.
Yeah.
So I can go through and I can play basic songs because
Right.
I have that strum pattern memorized. So then it becomes tricky because now my timing stinks. So if someone else wants to interject, well, let me put it this way. If I'm playing the guitar, I can play the song, but you got to listen to it at my pace,
Yeah.
which may not be right. It might be a little faster than it's supposed to be or a little slower, but
Right.
you'll recognize the song maybe, and at least I got a fighting chance at
Yeah.
looking like I know how to play the guitar.
Right.
Like I can play Wagon Wheel like nobody's business, but it's quick. It's not the slow version of Old Show Medicine Crow.
Yeah.
And I think Darius Rucker's version stinks, but I can't match his timing either. But I can play it.
You're right. Well, so I got it. So he came in the other day, and I was sit down Monday night playing with it, and Cena goes, "So how's it going?" I said, "Well, I may not ever learn how to play it, but boy, I can tune it like nobody's business."
Yeah.
I just put the tuner on it and got it all. I said, "I can tune it like the best of them." I said, "Now playing," I said, "there's still much to be desired there." I said, "But I can tune it like I know what I'm doing."
And that's the crazy part. Like I don't know. Like I can't tune it by ear. I have to.
I
use
can't
the
either.
tuner.
Yeah,
But it amazes me when people can tune it by ear.
Yes.
I'm just like I can hear when it's right, but I don't know. I wouldn't recognize it unless it was already there.
Right. So yeah, I did get that, and then Cena got a sunshade, on our office there. We got that little side deck on there. Well, the tree that gives us most of the shade, I'm gonna have to trim one of the limbs off. One of the limbs is all jacked up,
Oh boy.
and that provides biggest majority of the shade on there. So it's like, so Cena found that. She said, "We could put that here." And I'm like, "Well, okay, we'll try it and see if it works." And
Yeah. Hey, so I found 2 of those clips. I emailed them to myself. I downloaded them to this computer. How do I get them into OBS?
Add source. You'll have to add a source, and then it'll click and ask you like audio source, and it should give you the audio file or the place to do the audio file.
Audio input capture, audio output capture.
No, you're not capturing it.
Media source? Maybe?
That's it.
Okay. Intro. Okay.
Joe, would you
I like where we're going, Joe.
Would you consider using the ad-supported tier of Netflix, or do you like your no ads on Netflix?
To save the money, because I might have an entire network ad blocker installed, and it might work on some of my streaming services.
Right. Yeah.
So how would we know if it was working? Like, okay, I put that in there.
Well, when you push play, you can watch the audio thing go across the
Okay,
screen.
it went across, but how do we hear it?
We don't. We'd have to map the audio coming out of that computer, put it into the mixer. You'd have to run it into the mixer like our mics.
Well, I have all that turned off. I wonder.
Please
Doesn't-
please don't try to test live.
Oh, you want me to test it, Joe?
I want you to test, but not like right this second. And then
Seems like a good time.
the last 30 minutes of the show is
Justin's
just
giving me
dead
a
air.
thumbs up.
Like we've mimed the whole last 30 minutes.
Justin's giving me the thumbs up, man.
I know better.
I was over here. I was like, I got it. He's nodding. He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Do it for. I got to get it done for Justin. I'm doing Justin's job right now. He wants me to go. But
Nah,
we wouldn't hear it in our headphones?
not unless you had the audio output coming from the computer into the mixer as an input.
Daggone it, Joe.
I know.
Why can't you give me, like, easy jobs? I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. What story are we on?
I was getting we was talking about Prime Day. Justin wanted to know if I bought anything on Prime Day.
Justin
So,
got us
so I'm gonna
distracted.
pose a question. Did you guys buy anything on Prime Day?
I don't even know when Prime Day was.
Last week.
Oh, okay.
He probably bought something that day. But
I mean, yeah, I bought something that probably wasn't Prime.
Yeah.
I could.
I
probably
looked around a little bit, but then I just
Couldn't find anything. They had some really cheap projectors on sale,
nothing.
like
had to
$70.
have.
Joe, you loaned me a projector for like a month and a half. I didn't get out of the box.
I know, that's why I didn't text you. It's like, hey, there's some good deals on projectors.
What a waste. Yeah, I'm not going to waste my time talking to him about that. I think my mouse battery's going dead.
But
Okay. Let me see. Did I order anything from Prime?
it would have been the 11th and 12th.
Okay. Justin is correct. I ordered some summer supply stuff on the 12th, but it was not Prime. So that's it. Yeah. No Prime for me. I missed out on all these deals, Joe.
No, don't worry.
Sure.
Black Friday's right around the corner.
Oh,
so.
gosh. Black
Have you
Friday.
seen these security cams, Joe, that stream the footage via like 4G or cell signal, basically?
Yes.
That's
What?
kind of cool. So you wouldn't have to have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, but the only problem of it is you have to have a monthly subscription with that carrier. Yes, so depending on which camera and which service provider you go with, it could cost $10, $20, $30 a month or more.
Mm-hmm.
So Justin, do you have any stories before we move to the tip of the week?
The bombshell? No.
Not this week.
No big stories on my end.
All right, so are you guys ready for the tip of the week?
Yep.
All right. So before we get to this week's tip of the week, do you guys use self-checkouts?
Man, I try really hard not to, just because I feel like they already got me doing the cart guy's job,
Right,
which I refuse to do.
right,
I do put them back in the responsible carrier place, but I do not take them back into the store
right.
unless I'm really close. Anyway, beside the point. But I feel like I haven't been trained
Right,
to do checkout
right.
like a responsible business would train an employee.
Exactly.
And B, I feel like I'm just stealing a cashier's job.
Right.
And C, I want to stick it to the man. So I will be
Stand
stubborn, and I will stand in line to wait on a real cashier.
Me too. I'm
Unless there's like an extraordinary circumstance.
Yeah, I'm sad to admit I have used it. I have used one twice.
Yeah.
But
Well, I checked out at Kroger's a couple weeks ago,
yeah,
and I forgot one thing. And my daughter let me know that it was vitally important, and she had to have it. It was something like provolone cheese. I don't. Anyway.
yeah,
Wasn't important at all. But she's
Right.
like, we gotta have it for this meal. So I was like, oh gosh. So I ran back, grabbed it, and then self-checked out myself because
Yeah.
it was one thing, and I already. Anyway,
Justin, do you use the
I was mad about that.
self checkout?
Yeah, I'm a user.
You scoundrel.
Well, now
You probably bring your
I mean-
cart back inside as well.
10 items or less. Yeah, definitely.
well, I'm
I-
getting
I don't quite have the fortitude to stand in line like Dave does for the good cause.
I'm mad about it.
I'm getting ready to change your guys' outlook completely on self checkouts. So this week's tip of the week.
All right, I'm gonna say disclaimer. I'm extremely stubborn.
So, I'm gonna probably stop you guys cold turkey from even considering it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Really, like across the board.
Yes, this week's tip of the week: do not use self checkout, and let me tell you why.
All right. This I'm interested in
Okay.
because I kind
I'm-
of thought you were going the other way. I was
No,
like,
no,
you,
no, no,
you should
no.
use it in these circumstances because it really doesn't affect anything. But now I'm in, Joe. Heck yeah.
okay.
I'm pushing you off the soapbox and I'm getting on it. I'm doing. I told you so.
Yeah. So basically, what you're saying is I'm preaching to the choir here.
No, I'm just saying. I'm really good at. I told you so. But now I'm really telling you I told you so.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure who I'm telling that to, but for
Yeah.
Facebook world or what podcast world, I told you so.
Yeah. So TikTok user Carrie Jernigan1, that's her TikTok handle. She is a criminal defense lawyer. And she has seen many of her clients and a huge uptick nationwide on these theft cases from big box stores that are being caused by self-checkout. So these people are being arrested and charged on theft through self-checkout.
Okay.
And they fall in one of three categories. One, it is somebody legitimately trying to steal, and here's how they do it. And this is just for informational purposes only. This is no intent on.
Good job, Joe. Public disclosure on how to steal.
Yeah, this isn't a how-to video. So how these people are stealing using self-checkout is like they'll walk in and have like UPCs for like Kool-Aid or something taped to their hand, and go get like a nice big TV and just swipe their hand across it, or stick a Kool-Aid packet in front of the UPC, and it looks like they're scanning the television, and you just walked out with a $600 television and paid 99 cents or whatever a Kool-Aid packet cost.
I can see the wheels turning in Justin's head, and he's just like, I need a new TV.
Yeah.
And for the cost of a Kool-Aid packet, you bet I really need a new
Yeah,
TV.
I need two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to have one in the kitchen.
Yeah.
How'd that Kool-Aid packet get stuck?
Yeah.
Over
Right
the
on the
barcode,
yeah.
I don't
right
know
on the
what
bar-
happened. I scanned it, it beeped.
Yeah.
I'm not, see, this is where I would be like very a jerk about it. I'd be like, I'm not trained.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you didn't train me to do this job, and now I have to do this job, so
Right.
therefore it feels like it's your fault.
Yeah. So
I wonder if they'd buy that.
no, because I did see a story a while back that Walmart has lowered their threshold on that kind of stuff to like $30, and the way it cost everything's going up, like literally.
Everything falls in that category.
Yeah.
What can't you get for $30?
Yeah.
Hardly anything, boss.
So you have those people, and those people, guilt is charged, you can't do nothing about. So the second group of people is what she calls theft by mistake, and here's how that works. You have a buggy full of groceries. You've got kids, whatever, you're busy, whatever's going on, and you scan everything, and you forget, oh, I've got a container of water or something.
Yeah, toilet paper underneath or
yeah,
dog food, whatever.
Yeah, something in the bottom of the cart or something sitting underneath something else, and you just forget. Then now you're arrested because you accidentally forgot.
Right. Because you weren't properly trained.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Forgot to scan that one item in your buggy. The third group is what Ms. Jernigan refers to as the truly innocent. And here's how this happens. You don't get arrested that day. You don't get charged that day. You don't know anything. You go in, you check out, you self-check out, you scan everything, and you head out the door. Everything's cool where you've paid for everything. But let's say Justin on the 15th goes to Walmart and goes and buys the last new Mario game for the Switch that they have.
Okay. He's a gamer.
Yeah. So
I like he's nodding his head. He's a gamer because you're not a gamer. Okay.
Yeah. So
but he's into this story. Like,
Yeah.
yes,
I
I'm a
can
gamer.
imagine,
I'm
so
Mario.
So he buys this on the 15th of July. Middle September comes, and it's time for them to do inventory.
Hold on, I got a question.
Okay.
When you said Mario, did either of you hear the old Mario song? Do 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 do.
Know what I do now.
I just did my head and I was like, man, Mario. That's
Yeah.
from like the 80s.
Yes.
Late 80s.
Classic song.
What a residual memory.
Yeah.
Wow.
Knocked the dust off that one, didn't I?
Yeah, gosh. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead, Joe.
Okay, so Justin buys it on the 15th, and middle of September comes, they do inventory. Hey, they're short 2 copies of Mario. So they go back and look at the footage, and the last time that Mario game was sold was when Justin bought it on July. So guess what they do?
They assume he bought 2 or took 1 and bought 1,
Uh-huh.
and they blame Justin.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
Bloody brilliant. Blame the last guy to buy something.
Yeah. Yeah, that's literally what they're doing.
Ah,
So asset protection, they'll go back and do quality. So when they do their quality checks, they see that something's not right, and they go back and look at the footage and go, "Hey, Justin's the last person that bought. He had to steal it." And they go to the police department and what Ms. Jernigan said is these companies are so big.
Yeah.
That,
I mean, how do you fight that?
Well, yeah. Literally, they just have to go to the police department and say, "Hey, we think this guy did it," and that's all the evidence they need at that point.
Yeah, you're just stacking the odds. Cause
Yeah.
poor old Justin here can't represent himself.
Yeah.
And can't afford a lawyer, so.
Yeah. So
I like that. Again, I put the camera on you too, and I like that he's nodding his head.
Yeah.
Yep, that's me. Yeah, I would just go to jail because
Yeah. So
I can't defend myself against.
So it makes
big,
it
bad
worse.
Walmart
Is Justin bought that game in July, and I guarantee you
by September.
that you're going to forget what you bought that day, and you probably won't even have the receipt.
Oh, who keeps a receipt from Walmart?
Exactly. I'm lucky that it makes to the vehicle.
I'm going to shed some weight as I go out the door. Receipt gone, whatever
No.
packaging gone. I'm using this now.
No, not even that. It's like I'm just
Yeah.
not thinking that
Well,
much.
I mean, it's
I'm like-
so much stuff that we got to
Yeah.
keep track of anymore.
Yes. So Justin now has to hire a lawyer and try to fight and jump through all the hoops and spend a ton of money to prove that he did not steal that extra game of Mario, that he actually truly bought it. And it gets worse. If he would have paid cash that day, you're basically up a creek without a paddle, because if you have a credit card and they say, well, you only paid...
Well, hold on. How would they know he bought it if he paid cash?
Because they would have seen him on the security cameras walking up to the
But
machine.
I mean, they would have to know it was him.
Right.
So if you paid cash, you could kind of get yourself out of that situation.
Well, no, because they watched him, because they'll go back to the footage and literally watch him come through the door, walk
But I'm
off.
saying they would have to know what he looks like. He'd have to have a record or a mugshot or something, right?
Well, at the self-checkout, right at the register, there's a camera looking right at you.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, let's assume I'm shopping I'm on vacation in Colorado and I'm shopping and all I got's a picture of me. There's, like, I could see if, like, the local manager knew you.
Right.
Because, I mean, everybody knows Justin here.
Right.
But, if it's not someone local looking at that picture.
Right.
So you could possibly, pay cash.
But you're still gambling. at
Yeah,
that
oh yeah,
point.
you're still gambling. I agree. Somebody will probably recognize you.
Yeah. So basically, again, the third group is Justin did everything legal. He went and properly made his purchases and didn't try to buy a new TV with a Kool-Aid packet. And Justin now has to fight for his innocence because somebody didn't do the inventory check right.
Right. Yeah, geez, Justin, the stuff you get into. Why, man? Just why?
Yeah.
Don't go to self-checkout. We've had this discussion.
So,
The crazy part is, like, late in the evenings and early in the morning, sometimes they don't even have somebody at a register.
yeah, to watch.
No, I mean, like...
All at the registers themselves. Yeah.
So you have to do self-checkout.
Right.
Or you got to wait for whoever that person wandered off to come back.
Right.
It's a mess.
Yeah. I'm not trained. I don't agree. That's what I'm sticking to.
But so that's just mind-boggling on my end. It's like literally
with you.
they can just do willy-nilly, and if that manager has a personal vendetta with you, literally they can make your life miserable.
Justin Bearsdale self-checkout.
Yeah.
Now, is this just Walmart, you think? Or
No,
is it
this is any store that has self-checkout.
going to Kroger's or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I feel good because I don't do that. I want to see the person at the register and I want to talk to them. And I got to say, the Kroger's over in Ripley is awesome.
It is phenomenal.
We have some Rome County folks. One young lady went to high school here and was one of our Rays students. And every time I see her, we smile and we talk about, hey, good to see you and their family. And she always asks about my kids. And, it's that personal interaction, man.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's like our local cash.
Don't be antisocial. Go say hi to the folks at the register and ask them how their day's
Yeah.
going.
Well, that's like our local cash saver. I love going in there. Is one, they
Yeah.
have variety.
Yep.
2, they have what I need compared
Yeah.
to Walmart. And 3, no self-checkouts.
Yeah.
And 4, it's a small business, so that makes it even better.
Support small business.
Yeah.
And like I say, even if you just go to the register and talk to the person and have a little bit of connection there.
But there's some stores that you don't get that option.
Really?
Yeah. Five Below up on Corridor G,
Yeah.
or Quarter G as everybody around here calls it.
Quarter.
Yeah, Quarter G. We went up there, Cena and I was up there right before Christmas doing some Christmas shopping. And we're standing in line, and the person comes up to us and goes, cash or card? And I don't remember what we told them, probably card. Just easier that way.
Yep.
And they go, oh, okay, we use this kiosk. Time out. Kiosk? Yeah, it's all self-checkout. What?
Now, hold on. I will say this. Sheetz has self-checkouts now. So
They do?
Yeah, oh yeah. So this is crazy. You guys go to Sheets any?
Oh yeah, I was there last weekend.
Okay. So now, like in the little turnstiles on a couple of them, they have 2 little kiosks you can self-check out.
Okay.
And you can get on the app. My friend uses this app that we play soccer with, and he's super savvy with it, which just is mind-blowing to me. So you can get your phone, log into your app, scan your items, pay for it, and walk out.
Yeah, I know Sam's Club.
How does that work? How do they know you're not stealing?
Yeah, Sam's Club. I've heard people at Sam's Club use that, and that just freaks me out. Because my thought is that,
Yeah.
or what if I scan that item and then I put it back on the shelf? Guess what? I just bought whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Well, at Sam's Club, they have the person that checks your receipt as you go out.
Right.
I understand, but at Sheets, you just scan. Like we stopped for a gas break, and we ran in, we grabbed something to drink. He said, "Here, man, let me get your iced tea for you." So he scanned my tea, boom, boom, and he's like, "All right, let's go." I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Listen, we're leaving," and we walked out holding it in our hands.
Yeah.
And I was like, "How do they know you bought it?"
Yeah.
We looked like 2 guys just walking out carrying drinks we just stole.
Right.
He's like, "Don't worry about it. I do it all the time, And, but I mean, I saw him scan it and he hit pay, and he showed it to me. But I was just like, "How do they know that?"
Yeah, this doesn't feel right.
Does it weigh it? Do you have to put it on a?
No, like he literally,
surface?
we pulled it out of the cooler. He scanned it
With his phone.
He scanned his and mine with his phone, and then hit pay, and it said sale complete, and we just turned and walked right back out the doors.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was like, "Dude, I don't know. I feel like somebody's gonna tackle us because we just walked out." But I saw him pay for it.
Yeah, this bottle of water is not worth going to jail over.
Well, I just mean, you know what I mean? It's so
Right,
baffling.
yeah.
I don't know how they could determine who's paying for something or who's just walking
Did you
out.
take a picture of the barcode, or is it a CR code or something?
It has a barcode reader.
Yeah, you use your camera as a barcode reader.
Yep, like it's in the Sheets app.
Wow. I like it.
It's kind of crazy. I just don't understand how you distinguish between someone actually stealing or someone using their phone.
Yeah. Yeah, because, literally, if the camera looks like I'm using the app, I could literally just stand there and just take a picture of the item and just walk on out.
Right. That's not. Yeah, it's baffling. I don't understand. Anyway, amazing stuff. So we'll see where this goes. But yeah, do not do self-checkout.
But I do have some tips that if you find yourself having to use self-checkout.
Yeah.
So Miss Jernigan,
Pay with cash, wear dark sunglasses. and a hat.
Keep your mask on, folks. And don't be like me. I wear a patch mask everywhere, but
and go out of town, don't go local.
Yeah, get you a mask that covers a lot of your face, sunglasses, and a ball cap, and and pay with cash.
Latex gloves. Don't leave fingerprints.
Gosh. Justin, you fulfilled your requirements for today's show.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, Ms. Jernigan actually made a follow-up video and says that if you find yourself still wanting or have to use self-checkout, here's some tips to help lessen the chance of running into issues, or how to help protect yourself if you do fall victim in any of these circumstances. First tip, only use self-checkout when buying a few items. Don't be doing these your grocery shopping trips because there's way too many items.
Yeah, making it complicated.
Yeah. So only use it if you have a couple items. 2, do not under any circumstances use cash at self-checkout. Use your credit card, debit card, whatever, something that has paper trail that you can track back to. And 3, keep your receipt. Make sure you keep that receipt.
Oh, geez, Joe. Come on now.
Okay, Dave.
You know how hard that is?
Yes. I just told you that I'm lucky it makes it to the car.
That's a hard one, man. Keep your receipt.
But I
understand.
But it's small price paid and have to lawyer up.
Yep.
So, and the last one, which is really good, I thought of it. She said, be slow and intentional when scanning. While you're scanning, that camera that's looking at you and you see yourself on the screen, pick the item up and stand it in front of the camera, take it back down and scan it slowly, make sure it rings up, then set it down, and do that all the way through.
I wonder if you did that, how everybody would be looking at you that's around you like, what is wrong with this guy?
I was looking at him going, I'm staying out of jail.
Yeah. Why do they? I bet Justin, do this next time you go.
Yeah.
Do that procedure, but make it super obvious, and see if anyone else says anything to you. And you're like, hey, buddy, you don't have to hold it up in front of the thing. You just scan it down here.
Yeah.
You think somebody would step in and tell you that? Be like, hey, listen, you're
Okay,
you're doing it wrong.
Now I take it as a challenge. I'm going to stand there and just do this in front of the screen. Like, who's this idiot?
It's not working. It's not working. I don't understand.
It's not scanning.
I can see the camera and it's looking at me, but it's not scanning.
Yeah.
Hello? Help. Whoever's in there. That would be good.
All right, we gotta. This is our next deal. The three of us are going to Walmart, and Joe, you video from one side, I'll video from the other. Justin, you do that. You hold it up there and after going, hello, hello, Lachlan, hello, hello. Victor Kazorski here. It is not working. Hello.
That would be good. You gotta get the reaction, the look on the worker's face too, after they come back.
Oh, you gotta do it when it's crowded where there's a lot of people around just to see.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That'd be like one of those Good Samaritan things. They'd be like, fella, let me help you.
Yeah.
Either that or listen, ding dong. You gotta scan it at the bottom.
No, the camera's right here.
Hello?
I noticed that's a newer thing where they show you a little picture of your face. They're like, we're watching you, sort of thing.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Hello? Justin. All right, I like it. Our field trip. We gotta do a field trip.
Yeah, we got to take this. Yeah.
I bet somebody right now is like, "That's an excellent TikTok. Watch
Yeah.
this. Hold my stuff. Here we go."
Yeah.
That would be funny. Like if I saw someone do that, hold it up, scan it really slow, I'd be like, "That cat's been to jail before.
Yeah.
They don't want to go back.
Yeah.
They're making sure."
Yeah.
You got to make eye contact with the camera afterwards and be like, "Ha ha ha, scanned. Look at this, scanned. I'm watching you, watch me."
Yeah.
Well, they probably do have audio, I assume. Or if you just went in and you kind of mumbled like, "I'm on to you."
Yeah.
Fried or I don't know. Shoot, I was thinking of little tater tots, 24 ounce, scanned.
Yeah.
Sour cream, 16 ounce, scanned.
Or make it like it's your actual phone that you're recording a TikTok. Stand there and scan it, and then do a little dance, and then say, "What are you doing? I'm up on the TikTok."
You could add some narrative to it. Though.
Yeah.
That would be funny. Provolone cheese, 8 count, scanned. Justin, that's the next time. You got to do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
But when you go in there and you do the hello and all that, you got to get something big and bulky that's just going to be annoying to move forward with, like a sweeper or something like that. You can't just go in there with
This feels like a Mr. Bean. You know who Mr. Bean is?
Oh,
the
yes.
European guy, the British guy that fumbles around and stuff and drops stuff and trips.
Yeah.
That's how you got to struggle to get it up there and hold it up and then, "Hello, you help me?" And then, let's both hold it up, and then we got to back up to get it all in the picture.
Yeah,
all right, we're good.
Yeah,
okay.
I think Justin needs one of those big trash cans and a sweeper.
Yeah, something big.
A Lunchable and a box of cereal is not going to cut it.
Yeah. Gosh.
Throw a Lunchable in though too, just for fun though.
Okay, yeah, 2 bigs and a small.
You got to get something silly, like a toilet cleaner or something.
Yeah, toilet brush.
Toilet brush, yeah.
A toilet brush, a trash can, and a sweeper.
Plunger. Just get a plunger and be like, "I have issues. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
This is not for me. It's for my friend Joe."
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
My friend
You
sent
got
me
it.
over here.
Oh, gosh. All right. Well, we just gave somebody some ideas for some social media pranks.
Yes. We are not, disclaimer, we're not responsible for any outcomes of today's shenanigans.
Unless it generates some income, and then I want half.
Yes. If something good comes out of it, we want our cut, but if it's bad, we're not responsible.
Yeah, we had nothing in it. Oh, gosh. All right, well, Joe, you talked about texting and how that can be affected in your phone and so forth with the scams, Amazon. I don't even remember what we talked about.
The Ring doorbells.
Yeah, the Ring doorbells and the disclaimer. I was going to say, all I can remember now, thanks to Justin's Prime Day, which I had nothing in. And then
ESPN.
and then
ESPN has made it to the telethon list.
Yeah, ESPN Plus only generated $3 billion this past quarter, so they need financial help. And then, of course, your tip of the week, which was outstanding and led on to the hijinks that Justin's going to be. You know what's going to be funny? We're going to see it in the local paper. Local man.
Permanently banned from Walmart.
Yeah, needs help at Walmart,
Yeah.
led to shenanigans and a fiasco, and claims it was all just a joke. Yeah, you're right. Banned from Walmart.
Justin, what'd you get banned from Walmart for? I was trying to scan some stuff and it was at self-checkout.
I wasn't properly trained.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Joe, if anybody needs to get on with any questions about any of that, and hopefully you'll get a question about this scanning training thing.
Yeah.
How they get a hold of you?
You can give us a call at our office at 304-927-3588. Check out our website at amdigitaltech.com and be sure to follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at amdigitaltech for all that. And be sure to subscribe to the podcast, Help Desk with Joe and Dave. We're on all the major platforms, and all of our episodes are hosted by Anchor.fm.
Awesome. Well, just for everybody out there, I know we always promote shopping local. You're talking about the local grocery store. I hit the local banks. Shop local. A&M Digital Technology taking care of all our computer needs. I mean, Joe, you literally spent, I don't even know how much time, 40 minutes looking at one of our local stuff down at the office before this show.
Yeah.
Trying to, work on a computer issue. And then, of course, I think you're going to have to take this baby and revamp it. It hadn't been started for probably 6-7 months, but yeah.
It needs all the help it can
Yeah,
get.
the old go-to studio laptop has been neglected. But anyway, A&M Digital Technologies, they power all our stuff behind patch and support our local fun runs and so forth, which the Splash and Dash is coming up, right? It's Friday? Tomorrow.
Yep.
Did we give you guys the giveaways for that yet?
Yep.
I don't know, but I know
Okay, did Cena bring you the watch? Okay.
everybody prepare their Friday. It's probably going to rain.
Yeah.
Storm of some sort.
Yeah, monsoon, something's going to blow in.
So Splash and Dash tomorrow here, which involves, Justin, what's a run up Ben's run and then back
Yep.
to the pool, free pool party?
2-mile trail race and then
Yeah.
pool party from 6 to 8 p.m.
Nice.
And then giveaways by A&M Digital Technology and a
Yep.
raffle drawing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Good
awesome.
deal.
All right, well, thanks to A&M Digital Technologies, Joe and Cena powering all our stuff behind the scenes, supporting all our patch programs and all our other local businesses. Get out there, folks, support your local businesses. So for myself, Joe, and Justin, we will be back next week, and I hit the intro button, Joe, but I don't see anything happening. How do you get this thing to play?
We'll take a look at it after the show.
I want to play now. Come on, man. Instant gratification, Joe. We got to have these things.
Well, instant gratification went away when COVID hit.
It's showing and play, but it's not like actual playing.
Let me see.
Get Joe here work. We'll talk about it now. We'll work on it now. So I got it pulled up there. So as we kind of look around here,
Yeah, it is. It's right there.
but it's not playing.
Oh, wait a minute.
Interesting. Trying to get our intro. I'm doing Justin's job. See what I mean? It doesn't go. Now, when I first turned it on, it did play. But trying to get our intro going here. Justin's to blame because he's a scoundrel. See, that's how I thought it would go. I wonder if it's the wrong kind of file or something.
Might be.
It's a WAV file.
That's MP3.
Oh, MP3. Okay, never mind. I don't even know what I'm doing. So, on the fly, trying out Joe's.
Oh, there's a problem. That file's not there on the desktop.
Oh, is that where it's got to be?
Yep. Because it says
Oh.
desktop kill intro 2.
Oh, that's intro 2. Well, what the heck, man? It asked me to go find a file. So I browse. Downloads.
Okay, now